Skills here. We're going to do a twofer today. It's going to be a twofer. We're going to do Dune Part 1 and Part 2 because I saw both of them on HBO Max again. I rewatched them again just because I had seen Dune 1 in HBO Max when it first released on HBO Max way back during the pandemic. And then I watched Dune Part 2 in theaters, but I waited until, I could do the review, and now I can do the review. But I rewatched it again, both of them, just to have it fresh in my mind of what I enjoyed, what I didn't enjoy, and stuff like that. So let's get into it, starting with Part 1. So, Dune Part 1. Wow, is it boring. Okay, story, plot, and premise. They built the plot of this movie, or movies, through the first one, and I feel like rewatching it now, I wasn't as bored as the first time, but it is a very slow-paced movie, right? They show stuff and they talk about stuff that's not going to have payoff until way later in not even the second movie. So you're like kind of, the story plot premise is good, but it's like not very well told in my opinion in this one. Sound design and score, really good. Even the second one, I'm going to say really good. I'll give it a point across the board because it's really good. Cinematography, fucking excellent. The thing that I love about Denis Villeneuve, whatever his name is, the director of this movie, right? He did Arrival. He's done Blade Runner. He knows sci-fi. He knows CGI. He knows atmosphere. And all the shots and all the stuff of his films, not even grandiose films. I think Enemy is also one of his films. They have these shots where it's like believable, even with like CGI. You know what I mean? Like I think he did do Enemy. Like there's a CGI spider at some point, and you're like a giant spider in the middle of a room, and it's like it looks so real, like it's so believable because I don't know, it's just the way he does it. I don't know if that makes sense. So all these shots of all these things, like the characters, the human characters, they're small. They're in a giant fucking room, and they're small. You feel like you're in another planet. You feel like it's really a grand thing, like the sand dunes and the sand valleys or whatever. They have these wide shots of these characters roaming around in the desert, and you're like, this looks like an expansive ass desert, even if it's not. Even if it's just one patch of sand that they really are walking on, and the rest is just CGI, it doesn't feel that way. Then also like the vehicles and the animals and the
Today, Junior.
The costumes, all the things that could be or would be CGI, the fighting and all this stuff, he does in a way that's like obscured. There's sand over stuff. There's like as if it's really in the environment, So it just makes it feel real. Anyway, acting, top notch. Everybody in this movie is really good, right? From Isaac Adams. You know what I'm talking about. John Isaac. What the fuck is his name? The guy from a bunch of stuff.
Shame. 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 Shame.
Oh God, I'm losing the plot. He is really good in it, right? Paul Atreides' father. There you go. Timothy Chalamet, Paul Atreides himself, really good. I felt like in the second one, his acting was a little bit worse than the first one. But, we'll give it. Oscar Isaac, there it is. Oh, damn, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so, and then directing for the first one, it was okay directed. So to me, I'm going to give it half point for the story. I'm going to give it sound design and score. I'm going to give it cinematography, and I'll give it for acting, right? And then directing, I'm going to give it half. So 1, 2, 3, half and half. So 4 out of 5. We're going to give it a 4 out of 5 for Dune, the first one, right? I think you could already tell I'm going with the second one here, guys. Oof. There's sound. So, story, plot, and premise for the second one. Most of the stuff from the first one pays off, so I'm going to give it a full point, okay? Most of the stuff. There's some stuff that's still, again, for a third movie, but most of the stuff from the first one that was mentioned, Lisa Lagaib, all this stuff, he shows up. He shows up, all right? Sound design and score. really good, same as the first one. Cinematography, really good, same as the first one. Acting, even better. For most people, even better. In my opinion, Timothée Chalamet, a little bit less. Like, when he was screaming and becoming the Lisa Nagaib character at the end, I was just like, you're not giving me, you're giving me, emo teenage boy, not man leading country. In my opinion, that may just be my opinion. So, but acting, I'll give it full for acting for basically everybody else. Directing, this is where it comes true to force, right? I'm not even going to give it half. Because, again, in the first one, he should have learned what he learned for this one, right? Which is, there has to be action. Now, there was exposition here. There was moments where we're with the characters and they're just laying down in the sand and talking. There's moments where nothing is really happening on screen that's that epic, but we're still invested in the story, right? And then there's moments like when you're seeing right behind me, like just epic, grand moments. And those are great. So that's what the first one kind of needed. I understand the attack on the Atreides land was kind of that, but we needed more of that, or to live in that a little bit longer for it to be something that would have been like, oh, okay, like this, like the second one, let's put it that way. But yeah, I really liked it. So 5 out of 5, obviously, every point we can give it, because this movie is great. Especially if you saw it in theaters, it was really like when stuff happened and the crowd went wild and all this stuff. So hopefully people saw it in theaters. Anyway, really good film. Both of them on HBO Max right now. Let me know what you guys think down below about both of these films. 4 out of 5 for Dune, 5 out of 5 for Dune 2. Hoping that Dune 3 delivers on the final act of this, trilogy and delivers what we're waiting for, hopefully, right? And yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I finished before the trailer for this one at least, so see you guys. This has been another Useless Skill.